So something that's been occurring to me, I've been writing about this, and so it's been on my mind today, is, the value of practicing every day. And this seems impossible to so many people when the idea of meditating every day comes up. Daily practice seems just completely out of the realm of possibility for people. And there's a lot of reasons for this. Misunderstanding about what meditation is supposed to be, what we're supposed to be doing in meditation, ideas about how much time we're supposed to be spending, real misunderstanding about how, this is a really interesting thing that we could all do, which is we think we know how we're spending our time. Like if somebody asked you, what do you do all day? What are the things that you spend time doing? We think we know, but we don't really know how much time things take a lot of times. So there are a lot of reasons that it's valuable to practice every day, even if it's only for 5 minutes. And it's really, I titled this for Facebook because they like titles. I titled today's practice Mental Hygiene, which is one way to think about it, and heart health. Mental hygiene and heart hygiene. In the same way that you probably don't go more than a day without brushing your teeth or washing your hands or face, or other things that you do for yourself every day. Not everyone doesn't shower every day, but there's basic self-care things, maintenance that we do every day. And we don't really think about it, except that it's just part of the care and feeding of having a body, having a life. So meditation's the same way, or some kind of quiet contemplation every day. I really value the time that I practice every morning, and then my life and work is such that I get other opportunities, sometimes 3 or 4 other opportunities to meditate during the day, whether I'm guiding or following somebody else. But this is just really something that's that could become routine, in the sense of the event of sitting and practicing every day could become routine. When the meditation itself gets routine, that's a little different situation. But the actual way that you schedule time is really empowering, I have found. And I did an experiment over the long Thanksgiving weekend where I didn't meditate for 4 days. I wanted to see what would happen, because it's been a long time since I used to skip multiple days in a row. And it was a really interesting experiment. And the same thing happened that would have happened if I decided not to brush my teeth for 4 days. A lot of gunk got built up, and it left a bad taste in my mouth. So among many other downsides, once you establish the practice, you'll start to notice how lousy it feels when you don't do it. So in the beginning, if you're really struggling, there are many ways, and I'm going to be teaching a little workshop on this in January or early February. But there are lots of ways that we can trick ourselves into, or gradually ease ourselves into regular disciplined practice, which has so many benefits. So if you are here now, or if you're watching this at a later time, I congratulate you for setting aside some time for yourself. You're worth it. Yeah, let's settle in. And if you need to make any little adjustments to the way you're sitting, you can go ahead and do that. Find where the support is as you sit. How can you be in balance as you sit? How can the floor support your feet or your legs if you're sitting cross-legged? How can the seat of the chair or the cushion be more available to you to let go into? Can you let the weight of your body be supported? And that might mean letting go in the head, in the neck, in the jaw. It might include softening across the shoulders or in the arms and hands. And the settling process you might notice spontaneously a change in your breathing. Maybe it feels good to take in a few deep breaths and then let them out. Just starting by tuning in to what's going to feel supportive and more relaxing in the body as a way of becoming more awake and alert. Not relaxing in order to fall asleep, but relaxing in order to fall awake. And if it helps to let the eyes close, you can let the eyes close, or just have a soft downward gaze so that most of your attention is turning toward the inner life. And continuing to rest to the attention on this natural settling process that happens when we choose to set aside the activities of the day. Just for a few minutes. They will still be there waiting for your attention and activity in a few minutes, but right now, there's nothing to do. There is nothing to achieve. There's nothing to understand or become. There's nowhere to get to. It's just simply sitting and breathing and knowing we're sitting, knowing we're breathing. Can that be enough for a few minutes? This is why this practice is called a refuge. And why multiple days of continued practice are considered a retreat. So we're having a tiny retreat every time we sit and practice. You can hold a glass of water easily, most of us can, and it's not an issue. But if you were to hold a glass of water for hours, if you had to carry it around all day, after a while your arm and other places would be sore and tired and feel the strain of continuously holding. And so we're setting it down now, whatever it is, setting it down. Can that be a relief? Can we feel the power of resting? Resting in awareness. Now, the mind is in the habit of thinking and being busy and planning and analyzing and strategizing and comparing and imagining and all the wonderful things that the mind can do. But not now. Right now, whatever mental activity you may be aware of can just be happening. And the main attention is going to be on the body, sitting and breathing. So if the mind is like, if awareness is like a big open sky, the open sky of the mind, and all the thoughts and worries and dreams and hopes and fears and ideas and random memories and whatever else, just passing through the sky like clouds blowing by. And as we sit and feel the body breathing, from time to time, the attention might get caught on one of those clouds. You might find yourself lost in some of those cloudy thoughts. And as soon as you notice that, hooray, you're no longer lost in the thoughts when you notice that the mind has wandered. When that happens, simply let it go with kindness and begin again. And because the mind likes to be employed, you might give it a simple note as you feel the breath. Something like in on the in breath, out on the out breath, or rising, falling. Light little notes, just to stay present for one in breath, one out breath. Or perhaps breathing in, arriving, breathing out, resting. You might find a simple one-word label that helps you stay connected to the sensations of breathing in and out. Sustaining an interest, a curious, caring interest in this body sitting and breathing. Keeping it simple. Seeing if it's possible to allow your experience to be just as it is, whether you're staying very connected, strong awareness, or if the mind is wandering every breath or two and you find yourself beginning again and again. Everything belongs. There are no mistakes. Maybe this could be an opportunity to practice accepting. accepting however things are, doing your best and letting that be good enough. And what is awareness revealing right now? If you lost the thread of attention, that is not a problem. That's just habit. And it's a simple, caring act to kindly return the attention to the present moment. Just pick the thread back up again. Thanks for your practice today.